It's Tebow time in New York. The quarterback was traded by the Denver Broncos to the New York Jets in a deal that was confirmed late yesterday. For a look at the financials behind this move, I'm joined by Bloomberg sports reporter Scott Soshnick. And Scott, this was the trade of the day. It's the only thing traders on the floor were talking about yesterday afternoon. What does it mean in terms of actually improving the odds for the Jets to, I don't know, have a big win?
Well, if you're looking at odds for the Jets to win the Super Bowl, it's pretty funny. They were 25-1 before they got Tim Tebow, and they are 25-1 after they got Tim Tebow. From a football-related perspective, most odds makers say it's a negligible addition, that he will not make the Jets that much better. It's where else can he contribute to the franchise? That remains to be seen. But just from a winning and losing standpoint in terms of odds makers, they are exactly the same team they were before they acquired Tebow.
He's been underestimated in the past, but tell me about the finances. There was this idea yesterday morning. This was definite in the afternoon. Then there were questions about who was going to pay for what. What are the finances here?
Well, they've worked it out. The Jets are going to send a couple of $1 million to the Broncos over time. Once they worked that out, it was no big deal. What was interesting is that the Jacksonville Jaguars got involved in the trade talks once again. And from a dollars and cents point of view, he to Jacksonville makes sense because Tim Tebow can work in Jacksonville. He's from there. He played at Florida. He would energize the fan base. They have trouble with selling tickets and suites. So he could have made them, I'd say, about $15 million a year. That doesn't happen with the Jets. For those who are looking at this as some sort of marketing ploy, I don't see it that way because it's negligible what Tim Tebow will do to the bottom line of the Jets. They already move seats. They already move suites. They're very relevant in the market. Sponsorship is sold. This is about winning and losing, and they certainly think he can help in that regard.
And endorsement deals?
For Tim, it'll be great. Tebow Mania can only get bigger in New York in the #1 media market. The folks I've talked to said that the local sponsorships in New York, whether it's a financial institution or the auto dealers, they are akin from a compensation standpoint to national deals in every other market like Denver. So he can add a few $1 million to his bottom line just by being in New York. Now, if he becomes the starter and they win, then it really mushrooms.
It's going to be really interesting to watch here, Scott. I'm sure we're going to be talking about this a lot. I got to leave it there, though.